As many as 1 in 10 seniors are victims of elder abuse, neglect, and exploitation. We're going to talk about how to recognize the signs and what to do if you suspect someone you love is being abused. That's coming up on Good Morning San Diego.
Elder abuse affects an estimated 10% of seniors. Mental and physical impairments make them especially vulnerable to financial abuse. Here to talk about the problem and how it can be prevented is Michael Hackard. He's an attorney and the author of the new book, The Wolf at the Door, Undue Influence in Elder Financial Abuse. Nice to have you here, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
Let's broadly describe what elder financial abuse would look like.
Okay, elder financial abuse involves people under the law, 65 years of age or older, who for one reason or another are vulnerable to undue influence. Undue influence is said to be excessive persuasion to cause one person to do something that they otherwise wouldn't do.
So how would you, I mean, what are some of the ways that people get, let's say, drawn into something that could cause them trouble? Is it continuous phone calls? Is it personal meetings? Is it mail, email? How do they do that?
Well, it's all of those.
All of those.
All of those. And we know there are those continuous phone calls, some that are just seeking, pitching reverse mortgages, or maybe that they just won the lottery and they have to put up their taxes in order to collect it. But there are a lot of other things that make seniors vulnerable. Particularly, they are vulnerable to caretakers and many times to their own family.
People who are the closest to them, really.
The people who are closest to them, because they know what buttons that can be pushed. And of course, the older you get, the more vulnerable you are, because you have, oftentimes declining cognitive abilities, and that can be taken advantage of.
So what's a person to do?
Well, great thing to do is for families to gather together, watch what their elders or parents or grandparents are doing, try to get some kind of transparency with regard to their financial affairs. That can be tough at times, but nevertheless, it's a good idea to do it, and to also have knowledge of what's going on with their own estate plan.
Now, one would think that this doesn't matter whether you're rich or poor, that this is going to affect everyone at all different levels of the economic strata.
Absolutely. And there's plenty of stories about rich people being taken advantage of, just as well as poor people in one way or the other. But the vast middle also gets taken advantage of.
So what should you do? I mean, other than getting the family together, should elderly people, as they're getting into their advanced age, let's start at like age 65 to 70, should you be preparing something in case there's impairment, some sort of path?
Yeah, one of the things simply to prepare a revocable trust, just so that you identify in your own way how it is that you'd like your estate to go, and then sharing that with your children or those that are close to you. It is a good thing to reach out, because oftentimes people, I know a story of someone who was a brilliant professor of neurosurgery and wrote a lot of books, but had no idea that he had dementia and ultimately Alzheimer's. Because sometimes it's not something you necessarily know about yourself.
So what is it you want? I mean, when I look at this book, The Wolf at the Door, it scares me enough to want to do something about it. Tell me what we should take away from your book.
I'd say that take away that we truly are vulnerable as we get older. Our family members are vulnerable. Reach out, talk about it. If your family members seem to be reticent to do that, see to add in other people, whether it be other people that are close to them, and so that you can talk to them about their own vulnerability and truly some of the terrible things that happen. And to the extent that as an example, only one out of 44 cases are ever reported. So that means there's 43 of them out there that are not doing too well.
That is not good, and you have generously are going to donate proceeds from this book to charity.
I'm happy to do that. It pleases me. It goes to, any proceeds from the book go to the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, that is doing good work, great work, in sensitizing people to the problems that are coming.
All right, the book is called The Wolf at the Door. Michael Hackard, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate the book, appreciate the information.
Thank you.
Back with more in just a moment.